Hey guys, Jason here, and I am back for another beer review, so I hope you're as excited as I am. Tonight, I am doing my first ever head-to-head battle of the beers, and they're both from the same brewery. I'm doing Maine Beer Company's Lunch, which is right here, versus Dinner, which is right here. For those of you who know anything about Maine Beer Company, you know that Dinner is very hard to get a hold of. Dinner is a brewery-only release. You have to buy tickets just for the right to buy the beer at the brewery. They release this beer maybe 2 or 3 times a year. I personally have never been to the brewery. I got my first Dinner in a trade a couple years ago, and I did a trade for some beer a couple weeks ago, actually. And the guy I traded with was really nice and gave me the Dinner bottle for free. This was actually a gift from my neighbor, too, so I didn't buy either one of these. I've never had both beers in the fridge at the same time before, so I'm really excited to try them. A little history, Maine Beer Company is just north of Portland, Maine in Freeport. And a fun fact was, I thought these were just named after what time of the day you eat, but lunch is actually named after a whale, and I found that out on the website, which I put below in the description box. Quick piece of, or request I should say, before I drink these beers. If you're enjoying these videos, please hit that subscribe button below. Like the video, comment. I really appreciate that. Lets me know I'm doing the right things, that you're not bored, and that I can keep doing these videos. I'll take both positive and negative feedback. So if you have a suggestion, send it my way. And without further ado, let's pour these beers, sniff them, talk about the color, have a few sips, and then I'll choose a winner. Now, Lunch you may have had before if you're familiar with this brewery. They're in a decent amount of liquor stores. It's harder to get, but usually it's a limit of one per person. You don't have to go to the brewery to get it. Dinner, as I said before, is really hard to get. It's only done a couple times a year. I think it's $12 a bottle for Dinner. Getting a huge aroma right out of here of citrus and pine from this lunch. Like, just lit up this whole kitchen. And I don't know if you noticed, I didn't spill tonight. Maybe it's the bottle, or maybe I've been practicing. And Dinner. Not getting as much of an aroma out of Dinner. And I'm not spilling. I'm 2 for 2 tonight. I hope you guys are clapping over there, because I am clapping in my head. I'm very happy. I am drinking this out of my Trillium 5K glass tonight. I ran a 5K for this brewery a few weeks ago. Did my best time ever. This is out of a Treehouse glass. I don't have a Maine Beer Company glass. I don't even know if they do glasses. Like I said, I've never been to the brewery before. But let's get right into this here. These are IPAs. To me, they're more West Coast style. They're not as hazy and dank as you've seen in some of my other videos. You can actually pretty much see through it here, and I'll show you. This is Lunch. Looks like a lager more than an IPA. And this is Dinner. And Dinner is brewed with the hops of Citra, Falconer's Flight, Mosaic, and Simcoe, while Lunch is brewed with Amarillo, the Centennial hop, and Simcoe as well. No, I did not memorize this. I had it written down over there, but I thought you might be interested in that. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a big sip and let you know what I think. Really bitter out of the gate. All I tasted is bitter, but in the back end, the fruit flavors really start to develop. I'm getting a lot of tropical fruits, baskets of fruits, getting a strong citrus flavor right out of the gate here. Same with the second sip too. It's kind of sweet actually, which is quite nice and pleasant to drink. You don't always get that super sweet taste when you do an IPA, especially the hazy East Coast IPAs. Technically, this is an East Coast IPA, but as I said before, it's not as dank and hazy as some of the other ones I usually am used to. Lunch runs at, what does it run at? I think it's 7%, but I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. Yes, 7%, I was right. And now let's go for Dinner. I've only had this once, and I am a little excited to have it again. Mm. Immediately out of the gate, it was an explosion of fruit. I almost felt like I was swimming in a swimming pool of fruit. Really, really strong flavors of grapefruit, tangerine, lemon. I got like some juicy fruit in here. Quite honestly, this is not how I remember dinner. I was pretty let down when I had dinner the first time. I think it was a year or two ago. It just really didn't stand up to what I had pictured in my head, but wow. This is a different case and scenario. This is really good. Mm. Whew, I might be in for I don't know what to do here. Both beers are really good. Oh, by the way, dinner runs at, it's a little heavier from what I remember. Dinner is 8.2%, but quite honestly, it tastes lighter than this one. Both phenomenal beers. I know this is a head-to-head, and I'm having trouble picking one because they're both really good. Please don't assume that one's better than the other just by my rating. These are both solid beers, and if you can get them or trade from them or find this one in the store and you ever get to the brewery for this one, definitely buy them. Based on the taste tonight, I have to give the edge to dinner, which I'm shocked because before I started this review, my pick was going to be for lunch, just because I wasn't really blown away by dinner, and like I said, I get lunch every now and then. The liquor store, some fine dining establishments have lunch on the menu, but wow, this is really, really good. Based upon tonight only, I'd rate this about a 4.25, and dinner, I'd rate a strong 4.5 out of 5. Phenomenal beer, Maine Beer Company. They do great stuff. They do some decent stouts too. So, like I said before, check them out. Like and subscribe to my video. I appreciate it. Comment if you want me to try a beer I haven't had before. Send feedback my way. I appreciate that too. And of course, I'll be back soon. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Dinner is the winner.